Happy video day, guys. Christina Brooke here. Today we are going to be doing a makeup on the red carpet. It has been a minute since we have had an actual red carpet to go over all the makeup from. It's actually, how long has it been? It's been a while, but I usually love doing the Met Gala because there's just such cool makeup. Also, the costumes or dresses are always so interesting. So this makeup on the red carpet is going to be all about the Met Gala for 2021. There was some amazing makeup and some really interesting dresses going on this year. So we're going to break them all down. In this video, I show you guys my top 10 favorite looks of the night. At the end of the video, I will be picking my favorite makeup and my favorite dress out of the 10 celebrities that I'm going to be showing you guys today. But if you guys like this type of video, I do have an entire playlist up here. I've been doing this series for a few years now and I really love doing it. So if you are interested in subscribing to the channel, I would love for you to join in by subscribing and hitting that red button wherever it may be. But yeah, we've got a lot to go over, including the theme of this year. I'm going to be telling you the exact makeup products that were used on the celebrities. I do my detective work and I find out the exact products to show you guys exactly how they got the looks that they have on. So let's go ahead, let's get into it. We've got a lot of celebrities to break down, so let's just start right now. Okay, so first thing is let's talk about what is the Met Gala. So the Met Gala happens every year. It's a very extravagant event where designers get to showcase a very exclusive design, and it's supposed to be around a theme. Usually these dresses are like hidden, like nobody can see them until the Met Gala. Like it's like a big deal. So this year's Met Gala, the theme was In America, a lexicon of fashion. So basically what that means, because I didn't know what that meant, it's supposed to be American independence and a gala of showcasing the very best American fashion and all the different meanings that are Americana. So it's a take on that. So that's basically what the theme was. So I know a lot of times when people look at these dresses, they're like, but I don't get it. Well, just be thinking Americana as you look through all of these dresses. So yeah, and there was some really cool makeup looks. So I'm not going to be putting this in any particular order, of course, because at the end I will be announcing my favorites. But let's go ahead and let's start off with the very first celebrity. So the first one we're going to talk about today is actually Camila Cabello. And this one is actually interesting because I don't love the outfit, but we're going to get into that. So she's actually wearing a Michael Kors custom dress. If you guys can see the dress itself, it's pretty. I like all the sparkle. I love the high slit. I think it has some interesting elements to it. I just feel like it looked very like Video Music Awards. Like, I don't know, like it just, I didn't love it for the Met Gala. I felt like it could have been played up just so much more. At the end, it wasn't bad. I did love the way that the makeup really matched the dress. I thought it was really fun. It was a fun take. It really popped. And there was elements of the dress that I really liked. But I will tell you that the reason that she's really in this video is because I really enjoyed her makeup. Now, I am mimicking her makeup look today. If you guys want to see how I kind of created this similar idea, it's going to be up on my Instagram at Christina Brooke Beauty. But for her makeup artist was Patrick Ta. And for her makeup, she's using everything from L'Oreal. Now, I really like this makeup look just because it's very different. You see that very exaggerated purple look to the lid, but then you also have the lightness that you can tell that they put in some lightness into the eyes. The white liner on the waterline. It has a very intricate, very interesting feel, and I like the way that it plays off the dress. I just thought it was fun. It is costumey, but the Met Gala is very costumey. For her makeup, though, she is using the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation, which is one of the best foundations on the market. So that amazingly purple amazingness on her lids is actually done with the L'Oreal Infallible paints, and the shade is called Violet Luster. I think it did an amazing job. Like, I literally want to pick up this luster paint just because the pigment looks so strong. I tried recreating it with the pumpkin spice just because it was like one of the most purpley kind of colors that I had in my collection. But I just love the way that this paint from L'Oreal did this eye look. I really am very intrigued in seeing that product in person now. And then for her lips, she's using a color called Ballerina Shoes, and it's also from L'Oreal. It's from the Color Rich Lip Collection, and it's a very pretty, soft, almost pink, but very nude on her skin tone. I love the entire face look. I think it just looks really, really interesting. It kind of reminds me of like a 1970s vibe, especially even with her hair down and the way that she looks. I guess maybe the dress kind of reminds me of like a Cher-ish type of, you know, moment. But overall, I really, really love her makeup. Her dress was okay, not the standout of the night, but definitely put together, everything does look really, really nice. All right, so let's talk about the next celebrity. And guys, this one, I just loved this makeup look. Oh God, this was the makeup. Actually, the dress was pretty impeccable too. But this is Emma Chamberlain. And honestly, I didn't recognize her, like I didn't know who she was. I looked it up and apparently she's a YouTuber, and I honestly need to start looking into some of her videos because this look was just insane. I am obsessed with everything about it. Now, her dress was actually even Louis Vuitton. This dress was so cool. It just gives me this very vintage vibe to it. I love the asymmetrical train. I like the cutouts on it. I love the colors of it. Just really honestly like the overall dress. Like, this dress to me is just pretty amazing. And then if you look at her eye makeup was done by Kelsey Deanne Fisher, and I love this makeup. The makeup knocked out of the park. Like, I think that she had her look featured in so many different high fashion magazines, just admiring the makeup look. And for being somebody that apparently is more on the influencer side, that's a big deal. Like, the bigger editorial magazines online will usually feature a lot more of like the A-list celebrities or the celebrities that are very known right now, or like, you know, like the people everybody talks about. And her look was so amazing that nobody could skip this up. This was an amazing look, and I think she looked phenomenal. So for her eyeshadow, she's using the Byredo eyeshadow 5 color palette in Sociomancer. Something like that. I'm gonna have it linked down below because I don't know how to pronounce this, but it is a beautiful eyeshadow palette that's just insanely gorgeous. And then she also mixed it with another one of the 5-pan eyeshadow palettes in Siren. So beautiful. I love this eye look. I honestly think that this was just insanely amazing. For her lipstick, she is using the Byredo tinted lip balm in Argelia. This was an astronomically amazing look. I love the green. I love the metallic. I love the take on that really smoky eye. I like that it looks like a lot of work was done into this eye makeup, and the dress itself was such a huge statement, but then the eyeshadow was such a huge statement. Like, I feel like this was just done perfection. I love everything about this. Okay, so let's move on to Megan Fox, because I feel like this was one that literally made heads turn. And it just reminds me of like a little dominatrix, a little bit of like a real sexy like vixen. Like, there was just so much going on in this. So she is actually wearing the brand Dundas, and this dress, I mean, it just fits her perfectly. Like, it's just, I know some people don't know like this whole Megan Fox like idea that what she's doing and everything, but I'm kind of here for it. I think she's living her best life, and I think like she looks like she's having a ball, and I'm here for it, okay? And I think that she looks amazing. I don't think there's anybody that can't say that this girl just looks beautiful. The dress itself, super provocative, very out there, but it looks great on her. I mean, you couldn't pick a better person to pull off this dress. I love the red. I like that it was so red. I like the cutouts. I think it was just a really fun, very edgy, very Megan Fox appropriate dress. Like, the makeup I really loved, you know, like the hairdo and everything with the dress, you know, like it's very costume, but then the makeup just looks so beautiful. Like, I like this makeup look. So the makeup artist was Holm, and she used a bunch of stuff from Buxom to create this look. Look at her skin and her nice bronzer. She is using the Buxom Staycation Vibes primer infused bronzer to create that bronzed look. And for her beautiful eyeshadow and wing liner, she's actually using the Ash K Holm by Buxom eyeshadow palette. So apparently this makeup artist actually had a collaboration with Buxom, and that is the eyeshadow palette she used to create this look. I love the wing liner. I love the very soft but yet at the same time super sexy eyes. Then for the lip, we need to talk about what does she have on her lips, because it literally is perfection. So she's using from Buxom the Powerline Plump Lip Liner in Real Red, and the lipstick on top is the Full Force Plumping Lipstick in the color Winner. I think that overall the whole look together just makes sense. They picked the right girl for the right look with the right hair, with the cool makeup. I think she looks like a cool girl. That's what she is. And I think that it kind of like all played off each other really, really well. All right, so there's always that celebrity that has that moment, you know, like that when they walk in, you're like, what? Billie Eilish. Oh my God. She literally did not she just like radiated Marilyn Monroe. Like it was just the most amazing entrance. If you saw this dress was super long, very long train. It looked like this heavy tulle. Like it was pretty impeccable. So she's wearing Oscar de la Renta, and I think that this dress was made perfection for her. It was a soft color. I think it looked amazing on her skin tone, that blonde hair, the bombshell eyes. Like I literally think that she portrayed bombshell, and it was just insane. But we got to talk about her makeup, because honestly, as much as the dress made this impact, I just kept looking at her eyes. They were so beautiful. Like it just, I don't know, it just worked so well. So her makeup artist was Robert Rumsey, and she was using all Charlotte Tilbury products. So for her skin, she's using the Light Wander foundation. For her eyes, she was using the Luxury eye palettes, and there was 2 of them that were used, Golden Goddess and Sophisticating. So pretty, so pretty. Like literally soft but smoky. We've got to talk about how she accomplished that real beautiful, almost cat looking liner. It was with the Rock and Coal liner in Bedroom Black. So beautiful. I love this liner. I think they did such an amazing smoky look. It just played so well off with her eyes and the color of her skin and the dress, and everything would just worked perfection. So for her lipstick, she was using the Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude, and the lipstick is actually the new Kissing Runway Royalty lipstick. Everything about this look was really, really beautiful. I just think that when you see somebody who you didn't expect to come out and just be like, bam, you just go, wow. And I feel like that's what she did. She made you go, wow. It was such a beautiful moment, and I think that she really rocked that red carpet, and I was really shocked by it, and I thought it was beautiful. So the next celebrity was somebody who really shocked me too. So this is Tessa Thompson. I am kind of obsessed with this look, okay? So it's very provocative, but at the same time, it almost isn't. There was something really interesting about it. I really like it. The dress was actually by Iris Van Herpen. I think that the dress itself was just so cool. It just fit her as well because it was sexy, but it wasn't, but it was. And I just couldn't put like my finger on like what I felt when I saw this, but I just thought it looked like a cool girl dress, and that is her. So I thought that it was a perfect dress for the perfect celebrity. I loved her makeup. So her makeup was done by Michael Anthony, but he tends to never list what he used on her eyes. So this always happens a lot of times with the celebrities. I try to find, especially with this artist in particular, he doesn't like to list too many times what he used. But if you look at it, it looks like a beautiful burgundy-ish looking eye. There's a lot of different palettes. Like even the new Natasha Denona Retro could give you a very similar vibe to this look. I love the look. I love the look. I think it was impeccable. I love the eye makeup. I just think it was like a perfect look. It was also a look that they were kind of playing off the dress with the eye makeup, and it worked really well together. I wish I could tell you guys the exact products, but on this one, look no further to Natasha Denona's Retro, and you could do something really similar. So look at this one, guys. This was another one that was really beautiful, and actually there was a little drama with this dress, okay? So this was LILI Reinhart. I saw this dress and I just said, wow, that is so cool. But when I found out what Christian Siriano's idea was, it even made it even cooler. He put the flower of each one of the different states on this dress. So it is just so cool. I love the theme. I thought that was just a smart idea. I like that it was like a pinky color because it kind of looked really well with LILI Reinhart. I think that it was like a softer girly version, but then also with these beautiful flowers. It was really, really cute. For her look, I tried looking everywhere for who the makeup artist was. I can't find who the makeup artist was for this one. I also can't find any of the products that were used, almost to the point that I'm about to say LILI Reinhart did her own damn makeup, because because I can't find it anywhere. If any of you guys had any luck, tell me down below who did this makeup. I looked everywhere. I tried so hard. And then the lipstick, I just was like, I want to know what lipstick that was. It was such a pretty hot pink. It was interesting and I couldn't find it. But Pat McGrath, instead of last year's holiday lip kit that she released, there was this beautiful pink shade. I feel like if you have that pink shade from that holiday release, you can do something really, really similar to this. Or if you picked up my friend Tara Lynn's collaboration with Christian Audette, there was a color called Sea Sweet. There was this beautiful pinky lipstick that could have done something really similar as well. But I love the basic makeup with the hair that was pulled back and then this amazing like dress. I thought it was just super cool. Of course, this one is also very costumey, but it is the Met Gala and there's a theme, and I thought the theme was really portrayed in this dress, but there was some drama. There's a model, Ivana, what is her name? And I can't remember her name. Her name is kind of like slipping me right now, but she was married to Bradley Cooper. What was her name? Ivana something? Anyways, I'll put a picture of her up here. But she had a dress that was so similar, and it basically had the same idea to LILI Reinhart's dress. So there was a little drama there. Like, you know, these dresses are hidden for so long, and these two designers must have had almost the same idea, which was actually kind of weird. But anyways, that was the drama. I personally like LILI Reinhart's ones. I like the floral placement a little bit better. I actually like the Moschino version too, because I like see-through, like almost like skin look. So I like parts of both of them. I'm almost like, I would like to take the flowers off of LILI Reinhart's and put it on the Moschino one. All right, so let's talk about Kendall Jenner. So this was another look, guys, that I honestly think that it kind of stole the show in overall. Like, it was just beautiful. This was a see-through dress, but at the same time, it was actually pretty well done because it wasn't like you could see like everything through it, but I loved the nice like diamondy look. I love the collar to it. I thought it was very, very interesting. The dress was from Givenchy. I think they did a really good job. They put it on a perfect person as well. She's super tall girl, so the way that the dress was able to flow down was just really, really beautiful. It kind of reminded me of like Britney Spears, like 1999 or whatever. That Toxic video, was it Toxic? That she had like that clear jumpsuit with all the diamondies on it. I feel like this I don't know what it is, but I feel like this Americana theme, for some reason, everybody had to be somewhat naked. Like, don't you notice like all of the outfits were like kind of naked? But anyways, so the only items that they did list for her makeup, which her makeup artist was Mary Phillips, which usually does do a lot of her makeup all the time, is she used her sister's line of lipsticks. So she used the Kylie lip liner in Forever and Always. Very pretty lip liner. And then the lipstick was also from Kylie Cosmetics, and it's in the color Angel. And the gloss on top was also from Kylie, and it is in the color Like. So that was actually interesting. I like that the sister was wearing the sister's makeup. I thought that was kind of cool. It is the only makeup, however, that they did list. I wish that they would have listed some other stuff, you know, so that I could see like what was done with the eyes, what was the rest of the makeup, but that's all they kind of like announced. But overall, I thought the makeup was perfection. It was almost natural. So let's talk about another look that actually had me quite excited. I thought this was really pretty. So Kristen Stewart was actually wearing Chanel, but it was a Chanel suit. I also love the way that they did her hair. I thought it was just a very interesting look, and I love the pink in the suit. Like, it just had like feminine, aspects to it, but then a little bit of like edge to it. I thought it was really, really beautiful. And I also loved her makeup. Her makeup was done so perfect. So this was Jillan Dempsey that did her makeup, and they used everything from Chanel. So prepare for a butchered listing of what was used. So for the blush, she is using the Chanel Joues Contraste blush, and it's in Rose Petals and Quintessence. So she used two different colors for blush. For the eyeshadow, she was actually using an older release from Chanel. So this was the Candeur in Seduction, and it was actually an older release. I was looking for it and I could only find it on eBay and stuff. So that was actually an interesting selection to use something that I don't even know if Chanel still has on their website. So for the liner, she was using the waterproof eyeliner in Nior Intense, and oh my goodness, was that liner intense. She actually did like a perfect liner. Like it's just so pretty. So then for the lipstick, because I wanted to see what she had on her lips, she was using the Rouge Coco Gloss in Noce Moscato. So I'm gonna have all of that linked down below because most likely I did not say them correctly, but I love this look. I think she had just a beautiful, subtle, very elegant face of makeup, but a little bit edgier hairdo, and also the fact that she wasn't wearing a dress and it was more of a two-piece was also a little edgier. I kind of like the entire outfit, and I think she looked phenomenal. So we're coming close to the last few celebrities here. Let's talk about Gigi Hadid. We cannot go without talking about her. The dress itself was pretty. It actually reminded me of something I had seen in the past. So it wasn't really like I was super in love with this dress. The dress was by Prada and it was pretty, you know, it just wasn't anything out of, you know, like, I don't know, it wasn't like amazing. It actually reminds me of like an Audrey Hepburn kind of dress. But what I was the most interested for Gigi Hadid was the eyeshadow, because literally was like popping, like that's all you could stare at. So her makeup was actually done by Erin Parsons, and they actually used a few different items from Maybelline, of course, because Gigi is a Maybelline ambassador. So they used the Maybelline Dark Circle treatment as concealer for this look. And then actually listen to this one. So this was interesting. They used the Westman Atelier, the face contour, which was really interesting because I actually never tried this product and I wasn't even sure if it would be worth trying. So it's interesting that they used it. It actually makes me like kind of want to try it now. So then there was the Maybelline Eye Studio Hyper Easy Liquid Liner to create that intense liner. Kind of want to pick up this eyeliner as well. And then finally, for that blue eyeshadow, I was dying to find out which exact blue eyeshadow they used, but apparently they mixed a bunch of different eye shades together, and Gigi actually created this shade because it's supposed to be like a Prada blue. So they didn't actually list the shades that they mixed together, so there must have been a lot of them. So overall, I kind of really like the look. I actually do like that they use blue with a black and white outfit. Like I thought it was interesting, and yeah, I just kind of like the makeup the most though. So now we are on to the last celebrity that we're going to talk about in my top 10, and that's actually Iman Hammam. I think that's how you pronounce it, but she's a beautiful model. I love this look. I think the dress itself was kind of interesting, another see-through dress, and this one was actually done by Versace. I like the stars on it. I think it had a very pretty look, but I love the makeup the most. But the reason that she's really in this whole video is because of the face makeup. I cannot get over how beautiful her makeup is. So her makeup artist was Adam Wolfgang, and he killed it using a lot of products from Pat McGrath. So I figured you guys would be really excited about this because a lot of the new releases are on her face. So she is using the Utopian Dream, which is the brand new launch from Pat, which is actually sitting right there in my background. And she used a few different shades from the palette. I will have them listed down below in case you guys are interested. And for her blush, she's using the new blushes from Pat McGrath, and the color is Love Struck. I love the blush on her. I think she just has this beautiful, very perfect skin, perfect face look, and I just loved everything about it. So yeah, she was another one of my favorites. But before we get into my favorites, and I pick which one won the night for me, I have to give a few little honorable mentions to different people. One would be Iman. I think that this was literally like a showstopper outfit. It was like, oh my goodness, like Keke Palmer had the most beautiful makeup. I love this. I feel like you could probably recreate something like this with the mini Xenon. And of course, there was a bunch of other celebrities that I just thought they looked really, really beautiful, but I ended up narrowing it down to these 10 as my top 10. So now let's get into the biggest part of the video where I tell you guys who I think had the best dress and the best makeup of the night. So let's start off with the best dressed of the night, and this one I had to give it to Billie Eilish. And the reason I'm giving it to her is just because it was a showstopper moment. The tulle on the dress, how far it went, the beauty, like it was just beautiful. It reminded me of like the American icon Marilyn Monroe. I just thought everything about this dress fit her so pretty. And yeah, maybe it wasn't the most intricate detail embellishment, maybe not the most see-through dress because almost all the dresses were see-through, but it had a moment. It had a moment and I really, really loved the dress. And for the best makeup, I'm gonna give it to Emma Chamberlain. I love this makeup. I think that this was probably the best makeup on the entire red carpet. It was beautiful, it was intricate, it just had so much to it. They didn't let the dress only take over, they literally brought it to the eyes, and I think they did it in perfection. So I love this makeup look. But anyways, that's where we're going to leave this video. I want to know from you guys right now, who was your favorite of the night? Who did you love? Is there anybody that I didn't mention that you thought looked insanely beautiful? Leave those comments down below. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys on the next red carpet. Bye.